Hello and welcome again to the use case session around digital self-service portal. As Lauren mentioned, it was one that had most interest in a poll earlier. I'll give a little bit context on why use cases and how it ties in our overall strategy, and then dive into that stuff a little bit deeper. So my name is Andrej Maihorn. I'm VP of Market and Industry Strategy here at Spryker. I've been in the digital commerce space for 26 years now in a variety of roles, and I'm driving some of the go-to-market initiatives here at Spryker. So one of the initiatives are our market use cases, and our use case approach is a key component of Spryker's new industry-led go-to-market strategy. So use cases are one building block for our new consultative selling methodology, enabling really differentiated messaging around sophisticated scenarios and the business value they provide. So in digital self-services is one of them. So here I added a few statistics to kind of really set the stage a little bit. And while retail has been at the forefront of e-commerce, we also see that digital transactions are becoming the standard also in B2B. And there are many statistics and research out there, and they all indicate that the transition to digital is happening. So a McKinsey report from earlier in 2022, for instance, indicates that nearly 2/3, 65% of B2B companies across industry sectors now offer e-commerce capabilities defined as fully executing a sales transaction online end to end. And this is up from 53% actually in early of 2021. The same report states that e-commerce has now surpassed in-person as the single most effective channel. So e-commerce is now the single most effective channel across all the different ways of how companies would engage. And according to Gartner, by 2025, 80% of the interactions between, for instance, B2B buyers and suppliers in this case will actually take place in digital channels. As we all know, the digital native generations are becoming the new buyers, right? So that's nothing new. And they are used to using digital tools, doing their research online, and interacting less with people overall. And actually, Gartner states in this context that an overall average of 43% of baby boomer, Gen X, and millennial customers prefer a rep-free experience. So really rep-free, completely without engaging with the sales folks. This means that companies must invest in all aspects of the customer journey in order to be effective and to provide this rep-free experience. All the relevant data needs to be made available, and ideally in a personalized experience, right? And this is where digital self-service portal for your customers comes in. So what is a digital self-service portal? The digital self-service portal is a part of the actual digital commerce experience, that combines all customer-related information to provide complete visibility into buyer interactions, with the selling organization. So it merges customer, transaction, and product data with offerings, to create a unified information and services platform that, again, supports the entire customer lifecycle. So this should include elements like purchase history, product data and availability updates, service information, customer-specific offers, quote and subscription management, a knowledge hub, or company and product news, and so on. We all know that customer experience, convenience, and the accessibility, are essential in today's digital commerce. So with the increasing competition that companies are facing and the options out there, cost and quality are no longer the only deciding factors for buyers. So consumers and customers are looking to invest in brands and sellers that provide them with a sense of community, we are in the community here, or establish a connection with them. And so the portal enables a personalized customer engagement based on previous orders or activities, for example. It allows the seller to interact intelligently, collaborate with buyers, and influence the purchase process. So for the buyers, on the other hand, it provides really one unified self-service tool to find answers to their questions, and assess their needs without really contacting the seller representatives. So the opportunities and benefits are really manifold. The seller can automatically propose personalized offers and promotions. They can provide after-sales services like maintenance, warranties and repair, spare parts and related items, and more. And this can be further extended and leveraged by sales and service representatives to drive overall sales, including cross and upsell. And so this streamlined customer experience leads to increased customer satisfaction and stickiness, increased revenue, and cost reduction and efficiency. So in summary, the digital self-service portal is a key element for companies to stay connected with the customer. So here you see a visualization or mock-up of the potential or of a potential self-service portal. Again, there can be several different elements. A self-service portal can be a versatile source of information such as knowledge-based articles, technical specifications, or how-to content. And in the context of B2B, it can also serve different user roles independently. Having access rights and features available based on their role within the company. A technician, for instance, might only see product-related data, specifications, or spare parts, as well as warranty and repair information. And the digital self-service portal is a great example of a composable solution because it's typically composed of elements sourced from different systems, such as ERP, CRM, or customer service tools, since they all hold relevant customer and business data. So it doesn't have to be overwhelming though, right? You can start fast by leveraging out-of-the-box capabilities, and then you can extend and build it out at your own pace, by integrating the various data sources or by adding subsequent custom capabilities. So if you look at an example and see on how the elements, for instance, apply, I'll take a life science manufacturer as an example here. That manufactures DNA sequencing equipment, and on the one hand, they sell complex and expensive instruments, and on the other hand, consumables like reagents and kits that go along with it. And so let's assume you're a client and it's running a laboratory for COVID-19. So as a customer, in this case, I would like to see relevant information for me, right? For me specifically, in order to optimize, again, my process, be efficient with my purchasing and procurement processes. And this includes products that are related to the work in the lab. So the My Product section here in this case should, for instance, focus on these products only. And the same applies to related services, for example. Subscriptions can give me a tool to manage the consumables I typically need per week, per month, and so on. Order templates allow me to create purchase requisitions and product lists of frequently purchased items. The installed base, quote unquote, installed base section, for example, provides me with information about my installed instruments. This part can contain technical data, service and warranty information, training sessions, how-to and troubleshooting guides, and so on. And it can also have linked products like spare parts or replacement parts and compatible consumables. And other sections might allow you to request and schedule services like maintenance and training in this scenario. And news just can help you to stay involved in general developments, new products, and product updates. So let's discuss a little bit some of the challenges that we are addressing with the use case and some of the opportunities that are created in the business outcome. And really the absence of digital self-service leads to an inconvenient and fragmented user experience, or can lead to a fragmented user experience for the customer, right? And this can result in challenging manual workflows and overall inefficiencies. Data is like all over the place or is not available from the various systems. And customers lack transparency and autonomy as they cannot really easily find information. And this ultimately drives cost on both sides. So while many companies have a rudimentary type of a portal, these are not necessarily well integrated into the digital technology landscape, with portal elements, again, coming from different sources like ERP and CRM. And this lack of visibility leads to limited information and insights. So representatives must look up data manually, which doesn't scale, obviously, and results in low customer satisfaction. And personalization and tailored offers are difficult to propose without this consolidated customer data. So after sales, value-added services and recommendations based on historical data cannot be really offered, leading to missed sales opportunities. So the digital self-service portal can address these challenges and drive significant business outcomes. So what are some of those? So first we have cost reduction and increased efficiency that are achieved by minimizing the interactions required with the customer service or the account reps. So they can focus on high value services identified through the customer insights. They don't need to get involved in recurring and straightforward tasks that buyers or customers have. Then the other one is revenue and share of wallet that can be increased through cross and upselling, after sales, subscriptions, repeat purchases, personalized offers, new product and services announcements, and so on. But ultimately, again, it drives customer satisfaction and stickiness. So with its self-service capabilities, the portal is available 24/7 and provides support through the entire customer lifecycle, even like after sales for certain items. It provides individualized experiences and tailored product and service offerings. So tools like order templates, quote and subscription management, improve the efficiency of the buyer. So in summary, self-service is where convenience, customer experience, and accessibility truly come to life. So how do we enable it? So as mentioned before, you don't have to implement and release it all at once, right? So customers can start fast and leverage what Spryker provides out of the box. So some of the key capabilities on our side you see listed here, they include like account functionality, customer-specific pricing, configurable bundles, product links, account-specific assortment, return management, invoice generation, approval processes, shopping lists or order templates, user management, and so on. And then again, from there, you can extend at your own pace, right? By introducing more and more elements sourced from different systems, like document management, CRM, customer service tool, product registration, warranty management, maintenance scheduling, content, and others. And Spryker's integration frameworks and composable digital commerce platform enables businesses to actually constantly adapt and adjust as customer demands, new requirements and market requirements are changing. So I added this one here because it's kind of really also a big pillar in our strategy, is this modern composable commerce, which we believe in a best of breed instead of a best of suite approach. So businesses want the freedom to pick and combine components that are relevant to their business and allow them to differentiate. And this is why Spryker is actually taking a PPC-based approach that enables modules to be provided from multiple sources. And that includes from Spryker itself, third-party technology providers, or custom modules based on unique requirements from a solution provider or a customer. And the platform should allow businesses to compose these services to create a custom tailored e-commerce solution. And what we are doing is that we want to provide this composition and the ownership, and we believe these are critical pieces to the puzzle. And so our app composition platform facilitates and will facilitate a seamless integration to these modules, including third-party apps. And with this, we want to provide a curated selection of secure components, and we are taking responsibility for its maintenance, becoming the customer's single point of contact, which obviously reduces the maintenance overhead and provides a uniform SLA for the customers. And so the advantages of composable commerce in this case obviously includes flexibility, speed, and scalability. And this approach allows businesses to quickly adapt to changing market conditions, customer needs, and emerging technologies. And again, the digital self-service portal with its different elements is a great example here. Then when we look at the front end or customer experiences, you want the same flexibility, right? I mean, you have the representation and the customer-facing site. And so Spryker is working on a composable storefront that is decoupled, is a decoupled front-end solution, providing packages of pre-built components that can be quickly and efficiently customized to match the customer needs. And again, digital self-service portal and how it can look like and how it can be, how it can vary for different user roles and task at hand is a perfect example here. And so the experience can also vary, and the capabilities based on the device being used, the user role and their use cases and other requirements. So a number of other tools and use cases to help customers be self-sufficient in various parts of the journey. Actually, I try to show here. Without going into much details here, these can include, for instance, virtual live support to help customers that are stuck in their journey or that have specific needs or questions. This can be an extension of an automated chatbot for frequently asked questions and problems, for example. Then we have real-time notifications, and these can be critical for fulfillment updates, inventory and availability changes, workflow updates, and reminders, right, to name a few. And so instead of having the customer constantly check on updates, the notifications can be actually pushed to a smartphone, to an inbox, to a smartwatch, which significantly improves efficiency again. And then if we want to take a step further to predictive ordering, which allows you to predict the most probable number of items based on recurrence and frequency of purchases. For instance, where you take into consideration what the online offline history was for a customer. This can be very effective. And we know that sensors and connected devices become more widely available and more cost effective. So these connected devices can trigger notifications or purchase requests. So sensors can be used for preventative maintenance. Then I used as an example and a reference, B2B is pretty hard to show since they are typically enclosed behind a login, and B2C a lot is more straightforward with not as much of a complexity necessarily. But I think Amazon has done a tremendous job in their digital self-service, and for me they are kind of a poster child everybody has access to and everybody is working with and has experience with, right? So their portal or account section is just massive, and it covers all kinds of elements from order history and return handling, payments and invoices, membership settings, product lists, customer service and other communications, and even rentals. It can also manage tailored products and offerings and provide guidance based on things that you have, like cars and pets. So you can maintain your My Garage, for example, and will only show you compatible products based on the car that you own. It will show you recommended products based on the pet that you have, as an example, and can support you throughout the entire pet life cycle, for example. So really providing you tailored offerings based on your specific needs, based on your specific quote-unquote install base, like how we call it more on the B2B side. And then the other elements like managing subscriptions, recurring orders, which obviously drives revenue and customer engagement and creates stickiness across the board. So again, I mean, there's a lot of value, there's a lot of opportunity with a digital self-service portal, and it's important to understand the customer need and requirements and how you can create this efficiency and convenience with the customers, in order to have them, stick with your brand and you as a seller. With that, I guess I can conclude and open up for questions.